Hi Capricorns, and welcome to your September 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk to you about the energies coming up for your month of September. Thank you guys so much for being here, Capricorn. I hope that you are having a wonderful month. And I just kind of want to set a nice, relaxing, tranquil vibe for you this month. Things just need to stay as tranquil as possible. You know, if you find yourself really worried about the current environment or really worried about like the state of affairs in your life, that's okay. It's good to kind of start seeing how you can set things into motion this month because yes, we have the three planets, which we've been talking so much about, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, retrograde in your sign, and this month of September they finally start to move direct. So Jupiter and Saturn will be moving direct in this month, and Pluto will follow in October. So what significance does that have for you, Capricorn? It has a lot of significance. What this means is that anything that has felt backward or off or misrepresented or misunderstood in your life is going to really start to move direct, and it's really going to start getting some direct focus. And I see that with the tarot cards that are coming up for you as well. You know, having the Hermit, having Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Seven of Swords reversed. You are definitely dealing with anything that feels off or anything that feels worrisome very prominently. So there's like a prominent capability for you to fix anything that has presented as a problem now. I would also say that you have more luck than you realize. Jupiter moving direct in your sign is going to give you some amount of luck, even though it's debilitated, even though this is a tough place for Jupiter to be. You're going to feel more lucky. You're going to feel like you have more spring in your step. You're going to feel just a little bit closer to crafting and creating this reality that you've wanted for a long time. And gaining strength through that as well. Gaining strength and abundance. Wheel of Fortune and the Strength card coming up really is going to, I feel, give a new cast of light onto some of the situations you've been working through. And you're going to feel like you want to marry the project more. Ten of Cups coming up. There could be a relationship coming to the next level, or there could be a commitment that you have to look toward, coming towards the latter part of this month. And you're going to find luck, abundance, and strength within that commitment, assuming that it is based in integrity and self-perseverance, self-capacity, which you are building much more strongly this month as well. So honestly, Capricorn, I'm not feeling like there's anything that's too negative for you this month. Yes, there are things that need to be fixed. Yes, there are things that you need to get more clear on, but this should feel very natural in this month. We're in your fellow Earth sign Virgo coming into September, which is the perfect energy for you to just kind of change something a little bit, make a slight alteration, have a slight adaptation of a status that has been set in your life for a long time. It will be very benevolent and abundant for you to work with that. So without further ado, Capricorns, let's look into the week to week of this reading. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'm really excited to look into what else is coming up. So week number one, Capricorns, you have Six of Pentacles rooted down by King of Swords. So you know now that something is not an equal give and take. There's a sudden realization in the first week of September that, wow, I'm like giving so much energy into this thing that I've been doing for so long now, and it feels like I'm giving out so much more than I'm getting back. You might see that some of the most busy aspects of your life are the least compensated aspects of your life. So what an incredible time in the first week of September, supported by the mutable Virgo adaptable energy, to change that just a little bit. This isn't about some grandiose, crazy change. This is about saying, okay, I can make that a lot easier. I don't have to put out so much excess energy that I can't, you know, find my way through. I can't like clean my house. I can't keep things managed because I'm working so hard. I'm pushing myself so hard that other aspects of my life are sort of, what would I say? Other aspects of my life are bursting or experiencing small energetic rips. So what do we know about when too much pressure is placed onto somebody or something? Yes, it does create an adrenaline response. It creates a higher level of output. It creates more strength. It creates more conditioning and more endurance. But what can also happen with too much blood pressure, for instance, is like a heart attack, or if there's a weakness like an aneurysm or something. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen for Capricorns, but what I'm saying is we have to allow ourselves sometimes to take the pressure off just a little bit, because that's how we maintain health. And it's true, the body can handle a lot of pressure at certain times, but once it becomes consistent, once the pressure is consistent for like years and years and years, the weaknesses start to come up, and the systems of the body and the systems of life start to become less strong and less elastic and more hardened. So this is not to create fear, Capricorn, but this is just such a great time, first week of September, for you to take the pressure off of yourself, for you to realize what is pushing too hard, for you to realize maybe, and for me, it's feeling like something you've done for a very long time. Something you've done for like maybe 4 or 5 years now, that maybe was like the bread and butter of like your output, or something that really helped you blast off. But now it needs to be refined. Now it needs to change face just a little bit. And through that, you're going to feel much healthier, and I feel that you're going to be able to keep yourself together as well. Also, I think that during Virgo season, the cleanliness or the neatness or the optimized, organized aspects of our life really show it all. So you could definitely look to the cleanliness of your house, or to the satisfaction you have with your house, or to even the state of your bank account or your finances, and how abundant or not it's feeling, to see the overall energetic status that you have right now. If your house is a wreck, and if you're feeling really concerned with that, I would say that there's too much pressure somewhere. I would say that you're like dreading something. You're not wanting to face something, so then you end up dreading and not wanting to face like cleaning or something. Also, I would say that you need to trust what you are wanting. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Let's get a lot more specific with that. You need to trust what can get you out of bed. You need to, because it is there for you guys. Some of you might be like, well, I don't know what that is. Nothing's getting me out of bed. It is there for a lot of you. There is something that you can go straight into as a Capricorn right now. You have a lot of purpose. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto about to go direct in your sign. That is the definition of purpose. So every Capricorn, even to a degree, every person, even without Capricorn placements, just by virtue of having that in the sky, has some kind of pinnacle, some kind of like apex aspiration that comes in at this time. And what a beautiful thing to start to pursue that in a safe, integrity-based, healthy way. I know we're talking on and on about first week of September, but you are going to see so clearly, Capricorn, so clearly about your blessings, about what you're getting, about what you're receiving, about what you're giving back. And with the magic of Virgo season, you can really start to make that something that you love and enjoy. And that is what is empowering for you, okay? Week number 2, Capricorns, you have the Hermit rooted down by 7 of Swords reversed. So you have been solitary for quite a while now, or you have been focusing on yourself for quite a while now. And the second week of September is going to crown that, and it's going to show that in a new light. And what it's also going to show is how things have changed for you, and the power that you've gained, and how people can kind of want to latch onto that. 7 of Swords reversed is about the intentions of people around you. It's about your intentions as well. It's about what you're holding close to the delicate part of yourself. If you see 7 of Swords, his neck is like surrounded by the swords. And it says to me that we're holding really sharp things right at our chest and right at our neck, which means that we might also not be able to communicate or say out loud like the things that we're worried about. And it's like cutting at us. We're holding it in, we're holding it back. So I think that you are holding something back. And the Hermit is also saying to me that you might think, okay, I'll just go into solitude. I'll just have some time to myself and it won't matter. I don't have to tell these people these things. And that might be true, but I do think that you at least need to tell it to yourself, journaling it out, just talking into your voice recording app and playing it back, getting an idea for the, really for the energy that you're holding when you feel like you're holding all of these sharp things close to you. There's a need for Capricorn to make things smoother, okay? Watch out for like shaving too harshly, or like too roughly, or just not even thinking about it. And it's easy to like cut yourself shaving, for example, or to cut yourself while you're preparing vegetables on the cutting board. Watch out for anything that's like emotion without thought. This is a time where Capricorn has to be very intentional and very conscious of their actions and what they're wielding. So as you're driving or as you're I don't know, like flying a drone or something, I don't know, whatever you're doing, it has to be, and it's like operating machinery or using some kind of tool. You have to be careful. Because yeah, we're going to be having Mars going retrograde right during that time as well, which for everybody, it can make us all just a little bit more accident prone and also a little bit less intentional in our actions. So just watch out for that. Week number 3, you have Wheel of Fortune rooted down by 10 of Cups. So luck in relationships. I love that for you guys. Again, by then Jupiter has gone direct and you're going to feel it so strongly. Just that small shift in transit, you will feel it like nothing else. And you're going to all of a sudden feel like things are coming together on the relationship front. You're going to feel like things are becoming more your own and more committed and more traditional for some of you. Actually, the 10 of Cups is very traditional, but you're going to also want to be like unconventional. It's like unconventional yet traditional, whatever that means. That's so antithetical, but I'm sure you guys will understand. Also, I would say that you want to... this is not for every single Capricorn, but the diplomacy that you're exhibiting right now with Wheel of Fortune, which is all about society and diplomacy and, you know, creating a nice environment for yourself based on your relationships. It's kind of a political energy as well. So there could be something along those lines, like an alliance with somebody, you know, like you're kind of, or like business negotiations or multiple businesses coming together to create some kind of... change or some kind of new potentiality. That's well aspected for you in the 3rd week. So any business decisions you've needed to make, it's a very exalted time for that in the 3rd week of September as Jupiter is direct. Jupiter retrograde is never a time for big business. So for any of you business owners out there, I would postpone it or make it happen by the 3rd week of September, depending on what time of month you're listening to this. 4th week, Capricorn, strength rooted down by 5 of Cups. So in the 4th week of September, you will overcome something emotional. The lack of a closure or the lack of ability to see the positive aspects of life will start to make you stronger. And then it's like right as that happens, as you realize that, I'm hoping that you'll be able to turn around and see what's going well for you and feel really good about the progress that you have made and about the security that you have achieved, because Capricorn is actually feeling quite secure this month. Yes, there might be an issue with debt, or there might be an issue with even just like receiving emotional support. That's probably the biggest issue for like every Capricorn. It's not so much receiving financial support. I mean, that could be for anybody really right now, but receiving emotional support and having a feeling that the people near you and around you are on your side or understand what you're going through. It does seem like there's a lack of empathy, but that is creating a certain strength within you that ultimately gets you into a vibration that overcomes this lack of empathetic presence in your life. So anyway, Capricorns, what an incredible month to just learn how to breathe again and to learn that maybe not as much is at stake as you think, but yes, there is a lot at stake, but to not just be overwhelmed by the feeling of something being at stake or the feeling of something being like looming right overhead. It's really important for Capricorn to be able to find comfort and to be able to find a sense of home and well-being in any moment or in any outcome, because I do feel like even if you guys are having difficulty, there's a very comfortable bed for you, or there's a really great wonderful, pristine environment for you to exist in. So there's nice things. And it's like, can you be in that pristine environment and feel well, you know, and not worry about upkeeping it or worry about, you know, what you're doing 2 weeks from now or 2 months from now or 2 years from now. You know, that's very future tripping is really big right now with the Capricorn triple conjunction. So try to just enjoy the present, Capricorn. And on that note, I'm going to conclude your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I am going to put together an extended for you on Patreon if you would like to check it out. It will be a brief summation of some of the overarching energies. We'll find a central theme and 2 supporting themes. And yes, that will be over on Patreon. I'll link it below as well as in the center of the screen of this video. And we will be talking soon, Capricorns. Good luck in September. Much love. Bye.